Hi guys, so welcome back to this channel, and if you're new here, I am Juna. So in today's video, I will be sharing to you some stuff that I did to pass my learner's permit test in just one try. So before I proceed, let me just tell you that this information that I would be sharing today are all based on my experience in taking the learner's permit test here in Australia, specifically in the state of Victoria. So I only did a couple of things in preparation for my learner's permit test, and the most important thing that you need to do is to get your own handbook. So it's either you buy it if you want to spend money, or you can just simply download it from the website of Victoria Roads, which is totally free if you're cheap like me and you don't want to spend money. So you can grab the handbook on vicroads.vic.gov.au, or you can have a look in the description box below. There's a link in there and you can just simply click it and download the book. But before you download the handbook, make sure to know this one. Road laws change from time to time, and it is your responsibility to ensure that you have the most recent edition of this handbook, which you can check by visiting vicroads.vic.gov.au. But if you are in doubt, check with any of the Vic Roads customer service centers listed on the inside back cover. So before you download or before you buy the handbook, make sure that it is the latest edition or the most recent edition of the handbook, and make sure that you are getting the handbook that is suited in your state, because every state they have different rules and regulations when it comes to driving. So I just want to clarify, the link that is in the description box below is the handbook for 2019 Vic Roads. It means it is intended for those who want to take the test for Victoria. So if you are from another state here in Australia, better check or research which handbook should you get. So once you already have the handbook, make sure to read the handbook and make sure to internalize what's written in the handbook, because it's really important to know the theory, the rules and regulations when it comes to driving here in Australia. So once you're done reading it, now if you are confident enough that you can do it and you can nail the test already, then the next thing you need to do is to book for an appointment for your learner's test online. So it should be done online and paid online. But if you are like me that is not really confident, because back in my country I didn't drive, I don't know how to drive, so what I did next is I tried to practice familiarizing the pattern of the question and situation of the learner's permit test, doing the practice test online. So in order to be familiar with the question pattern or the situation, almost every night I practice answering some practice tests online, which I could say that really helped me a lot to be confident during the test and also to be familiar with the question. So I used two sites that offered a free learner's permit practice test. One is Aussie Driver Victoria and the other one is drivingtest101.com. So I actually put the link down in the description box below, so better check it out if you want to practice answering the learner's permit test, or if you want to be familiar with the question. So for my understanding, there are only two types of pattern that they use during the test. It is the situational or the scenario, and the other one is the theory. So here are some of the common question situation that you will encounter on the learner's permit practice test. So during the practice test, you will be given a question or a scenario, and then you will be given three choices. So for this example, the question or the situation is, you see this sign, but there doesn't appear to be any work in progress. Do you still need to slow to 40 kilometers per hour? So you will be given three choices. Just for example, first one is yes, speed limits at road sites or roadwork sites are enforceable regardless of whether work is taking place. Or the next one, no, speed limits at roadwork sites are only enforceable while work is taking place. The third one, No, the speed is recommended and not enforceable. So you will be given 3 choices, and all you need to do is just to click your best answer. So once you already click your answer, something will appear on the bottom side of the choices. That is the explanation. And tip for this one, during the practice test, make sure to read the explanation. For me personally, it really helped me a lot in knowing the terms and the rules and regulations more, because sometimes questions are tricky, questions are a bit confusing, and there are a lot of terms that sometimes only Aussie uses. So better read the explanation and remember it. So here is another example. Is the car using this roundabout correctly? Another tip: in every question, make sure to read it once or twice and have a look on the photo that is shown during the test. So I'll be giving you another 1 or 2 example of the question or situation that you'll be encountering during the practice test. Another one is, which vehicle has the right of way? So you will see similar question during your learner's permit test, like on the real test already. Similar but not actually the same. Not really a copycat of this one, but just similar. So the next one that I'll be showing will be the last example that I'll be showing in this video. So this question is the theory one, or fact that is from the book. So the question is, what is the legal maximum blood alcohol concentration, or BAC, for a learner driver? So the answer for this question, you would get it or see it or read it from the handbook. That's why it's really important to read your handbook before you take your learner's permit test. So another tip, if you're not familiar with the terms that is used during the practice test, make sure to ask an Aussie friend or to Google it for you to know the meaning of it, because it might also show up during your real learner's permit test. So that's it for today's video. I hope this video will help you pass your learner's permit test in the future. So good luck ahead, and just believe in yourself. For sure you can do it. Just make sure to prepare and read the handbook and do some practice tests before you take your real learner's permit test. Anyways, I'll be doing another vlog on what happens during the learner's permit test day. So if you like this video and if you want to watch the next one, all you have to do is to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you won't miss any of my uploads. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.